Hello and welcome to the Butler Brief. My name is April Kurtz and thank you for joining us this afternoon. Stay tuned to hear about the recent Study Abroad Fair, a big Butler basketball announcement, and the preview of the Pacers season, all here with the Butler Brief. With over 300 semester-long study abroad programs in 50-plus countries, 40% of Butler University students are choosing to study abroad during their time in college. Yesterday, the Center for Global Education hosted the Study Abroad Fair for Butler students in the Riley Room at Atherton Union. Students could come and go as they were able to learn about study break, spring break, and summer 2026 study abroad program offerings. They were able to talk to faculty leading programs, past participants, and provider representatives. Tiffany Hong, a junior studying healthcare and business, spent last semester studying abroad in Seoul, South Korea, says it was an unforgettable experience and one she would recommend to anyone.
It's a very eye-opening experience to see another country. Like, when you live there by yourself on your own, like, I never thought I would be living in another country at the age of 21 by myself for 4 months. And yeah, I just explored and had adventures every day, and I made a lot of friends, and I even keep in touch with one of my best friends I made in Korea, and we talk like almost every day.
For more information, students can contact Callie Dickey, Associate Director for Study Abroad here at Butler. As the beginning of the school year kicks off, students are expressing themselves through stickers. Stickers are found all around Butler's campus. A common theme for students is to decorate their personal laptops or water bottles with them. This is a way for students to show their identity and what they believe in. Greek organizations, campus clubs, favorite artists, and travel destinations can all be displayed on the back of someone's laptop. It is a simple and unique way for a student to express themselves and to learn more about one another. Senior Maren McCarthy has a couple on her laptop that define her.
I think they're really good like conversation starters, especially in like academic settings. I've, made a lot of friendships about people, seeing a sticker on my laptop and they're being like, oh, I didn't know you were involved in that. Do you want to tell me more about it? Or how's your experience at your internship? Or how was, I don't know that you like the WNBA, like what's your favorite team or player? So I think really it's good conversation starters and also just a tiny way to like, it's kind of the window into my soul. It's a little bit of who I am on the back of my laptop.
Stickers can be found all over Butler's campus from different student organizations and clubs. Get involved to start your collection. Butler University Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Student Affairs is offering students a chance to win $50 in dog bucks. All students have to do to be entered is fill out the Butler Student Satisfactory Survey by October 22nd. You can find the survey in your Butler email. The survey will ask a variety of questions on how satisfied you are with different aspects of campus and Butler. There will be 25 winners selected following the last day to complete the survey. Questions can be directed to Bridget Uhas at buhas@butler.edu. The rain has moved out and now the walk to classes looks better. Here's Jonathan Dowding for today's weather report.
Thanks, April. This morning in Indianapolis, it's a beautiful day out at Butler. Not a single cloud in the sky. After several days of overcast skies and rain, Butler students can finally enjoy some sunshine, with it finally starting to feel like fall. It's currently 60 degrees, with temperatures only rising throughout the day. The high will be 70 with a low of 47, and sunset will be at 7:15 p.m. There are some chilly winds this morning, so the warm weather finally might be done. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, expect sunny skies tomorrow, then sun with partly cloudy conditions throughout the week. Temperatures will continue to drop, ending in the high 40s by the weekend. For families coming for Parents' Weekend, the weather couldn't be better for your trip down to Butler and all the activities you have planned. Back to you, April.
Butler men's basketball will have a new opponent on their schedule for the next couple of seasons, as last week the Dogs agreed to a home and home with North Carolina for the 2026 and 2027 seasons. The team will play in Chapel Hill in 2026 before the Dogs host at Hinkle Fieldhouse in 2027. Butler and North Carolina have met 6 times dating back to the 1928 season that saw Butler win 43-20 in the first ever meeting. As of late, the two programs have met 3 times on neutral courts, with Butler posting wins in 2 of the last 3 games. For ticket information, contact the Butler office at tickets@butler.edu. With the fall season slowly approaching us, that can only mean one thing: hockey is back. Nolan joins us with more on last night's games.
The NHL played first of their 3 games last night. Let's take a rundown through those results. The first game yesterday took place between the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers, and the visiting Chicago Blackhawks. It was the visiting Blackhawks who struck first with a breakaway goal by the newly extended man Frank Nazar. The Panthers would strike back with 2 goals in the first to take them into the intermission up 2-1. The Hawks would only need 1 minute in the second to tie things up back at 2. Both offenses would only amount to 1 more goal in the third as the Panthers would retake the lead and never give it back, ending in a 3-2 win for the Panthers. Panthers forward Brad Marchand spoke to the media about the importance of starting off a new season strong.
It's a great opportunity to enjoy it one last time and kind of turn the page. The second that puck drops, it's a whole new season, a new opportunity, new challenges, and we've already had to face some adversity this year, and it's a great opportunity to come together.
The next game of the tripleheader took place at Madison Square Garden as the Penguins traveled to face the Rangers. Not much offense took place in this game, as well as it took well into the third period to score. The score was 1-0 thanks to the late goal in the first by the Penguins. The Penguins would score two more empty net goals to close the win at 3-0. New Rangers head coach Mike Sullivan spoke to the media about moving on to the next game.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to overreact to it. It's one game. We've got a lot of hockey to play, So is it disappointing? Yeah. We're going to see what we can take from it. We're going to move on.
The last game of the opening night tripleheader between the LA Kings and the Colorado Avalanche. It was all Avalanche in this one, scoring 3 goals in the second period, along with 1 in the third. The Kings just couldn't get past Avs netminder Scott Wedgwood, scoring only 1 goal with less than 5 minutes left to play. The Avalanche would easily hold on to this one and win 4-1. The NHL will continue its premier week with 4 more games on today, starting at 7 Eastern, with the Montreal Canadiens facing the Toronto Maple Leafs. The NBA is also back with preseason action. Last night, the Pacers opened up play with an overtime win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fresh off an NBA Finals appearance last season, the Pacers want to be able to continue their success and make another deep playoff run. But will that be possible with Tyrese Haliburton being out for the year and Miles Turner joining the Bucks? The Pacers will be looking for some role players from last season to run and take a step this season. The man responsible for getting the most out of these players is Rick Carlisle, widely regarded as one of the best coaches in the league, entering his 24th season as the head coach. He's the oldest coach in the NBA at 65, an NBA champion and someone who knows how to maximize his team's talent. Here's what Rick Carlisle had to say about the team's style of play this season without Tyrese Haliburton.
Ty is really such a unusually important player to us. On the one hand, on the other hand, our core principles we want to keep the same. I mean, most of it begins with hard play and fast hard play, and so we'll make the adjustments we need to make.
The new undoubted best player for the Pacers this season is Pascal Siakam. With Haliburton being out for the year, he's going to have to make a major role with this team this season, as well as other stars like T.J. McConnell and with McConnell moving on and averaging 12 in the playoffs, they need him to make a big step to be able to help at the guard position this season.
For us, like last year and the way we play as a team, like it's always been about team. Like it's never been about one person, and I think this year is not going to be different. We all got to have to do it collectively.
It's a very eye-opening experience to see another country.
There are a few new additions on the team this year, including center Jay Huff and rookie Cam Jones. They open up the year on October 23rd against the Thunder. The Pacers hope to return to the playoffs this year and advance far as possible. But will that be possible without Haliburton? We'll find out. That's it for sports today.
And that's our show. Thank you for watching today's episode of the Butler Brief. If you have stories you'd like to be covered, email us at butlerbrief@butler.edu. And have an amazing rest of your Wednesday.